Hello everyone, my name is Ksenia and welcome to my channel. Today I invite you to crochet this easy and simple hat with me. I'm sure you will love this hat, and I also have a video tutorial on my channel how to crochet this bright yellow scarf. The link to it is in the description of this video. Let's start crocheting. Materials: crochet hook number 9 and smaller hook number 5, tape measure, scissors and yarn. I used ALIZE Superlana Megafil. I need to make 33 chain stitches and start with slip knot on a hook. This is the first loop. Yarn over, pull through one loop on a hook, and this is the second loop, and repeat to make chains as long as you need. I need to cast on 33 loops. And now make one chain to begin the first row. Skip the first one of the chain from the hook. Insert a hook into the second loop, yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops on a hook. And again, insert a hook, pull through one loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on a hook. And again make single crochets. And repeat it across your chain right up to the last 10 loops. I crochet 23 loops, and here is the last 10 stitches which form the top of the hat. After I crochet 23 loops with single crochets, I start crocheting like this. 1 single crochet and the next 1 slip stitch. Insert a hook into the loop, yarn over, pull thread through 1 loop and still pull through the next loop on a hook. And make 1 chain to begin row 2. And turn my work. And crochet it the opposite direction with single crochets to back loop only, except the last stitch. So insert a hook into the back loop only, yarn over, pull through 1 loop, yarn over, and pull the thread through 2 loops on a hook. And again, single crochet to back loop only. And repeat it to the last stitch. The last loop I crochet with regular single crochet to both loops. I do this so that the edge of the hat is not stretched and be strong. Make 1 chain to row 3 and turn my work. This is the last loop in the second row and the first loop in the third row, and crochet it with regular single crochet to both loops. And the next stitches I will crochet with single crochets to back loop only. And repeat it to the last stitch. the last stitch I crochet with regular single crochet to both loops. And now in the next stitch 1 single crochet, and in the next stitch 1 slip stitch. Insert a hook into the loop, yarn over, pull through one loop and still pull through the loop on a hook. Make 1 chain and turn my work. I start row 4 and again I crochet with single crochets to back loop only. And repeat it to the last loop. The last loop I crochet to both loops with a regular single crochet. Make 1 chain to begin the 5th row. Turn my work. And again first loop I crochet with regular single crochet. And next I crochet to back loop only with single crochets. And crochet like this to the last loop. Last loop I crochet with regular single crochet, and the next I make 1 single crochet and 1 slip stitch. Make 1 chain to the row 6 and turn my work. Again crochet to back loop only with single crochets. And repeat it to the last loop. The last loop I crochet with regular single crochet to both loops. Make 1 chain and turn my work to start row 7. Again I crochet the first loop with a regular single crochet, and the next loops I crochet to back loop only with single crochets. And I crochet like this to the last loop. The last loop I crochet with regular single crochet to both loops. And the next loop I crochet 1 single crochet. And the next loop 1 slip stitch. Make 1 chain to begin the row 8 and turn my work. And again I crochet with single crochets to back loop only. Repeat it to the last loop. The last loop I crochet with regular single crochet. 1 chain, turn my work and start row 9. I crochet the first loop with regular single crochet. And the next loops I crochet with single crochets to back loop only. And repeat it to the last loop. The last loop I crochet with regular single crochet. Next 1 single crochet. And in the next loop 1 slip stitch. Make 1 chain to the row 10 and turn my work. And again crochet with single crochets to back loop only. And I will crochet to the last loop. The last loop I crochet with regular single crochet and make 1 chain. I crocheted the first wedge. For top of the head I made 10 loops. And if you want to make the head wider, add 2 more loops to 10 loops and move in this step. Conversely, if you want to make the head smaller, remove 2 loops from the loops for the top of the head. For example, instead of 10, make 8. And you can also control the length of the head. You can cast on 33 loops or maybe 10 loops, for example. It depends on what length of head you want. The width of the head consists of wedges. This is 1 wedge, and I will crochet 4 wedges for head from 56 to 58 centimeters. But you can crochet more wedges if you want a larger head, and fewer wedges if you want a smaller head. So let's start to crochet the second wedge. It crochets the same way like first wedge. So turn my work, and first one I crochet with regular single crochet to both loops. And the next stitches I crochet with single crochets to back loop only. And I will crochet like this to the last 10 loops. I crocheted 23 loops and I have 10 loops of the top of the head. And I will crochet these loops the same way in the third and fourth wedges. And now I crochet 1 single crochet in the next loop. And 1 slip stitch. Make 1 chain and turn my work to row 2. I crochet with single crochets to back loop only, except the last loop. The last loop I crochet with regular single crochet to both loops. Make 1 chain and turn my work to row 3. And again first loop I crochet with regular single crochet, and the next loops I will crochet with single crochets to back loop only. And repeat it to the last loop. Last loop I crochet to both loops with regular single crochet. And again 1 single crochet to back loop only, and 1 slip stitch. Make 1 chain and turn my work. And again make single crochets to back loop only, except the last loop. And repeat it again and again. I crocheted 4 wedges, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now this is one side and this is the second side, and you have to choose the right side and wrong side. Then you need to sew the sides. So I decided that this side with most degrees of loops will be the front or right side, and this is the wrong side. And I sew the head from the wrong side. How will I do it? Insert a hook into the both loops. And in the next 1 chain. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops and still pull through 1 loop on a hook. And this is a slip stitch. And again I sew to front loop. front and back loop. Front loop, next one chain, yarn over and pull through all loops. And again, one slip stitch. And repeat it across your row. In the end, I make one chain, cut the thread, leaving alone end and pull the thread. To tighten the hole, I will take a smaller hook. I insert the hook randomly into the loops and tighten the thread. I make several knots and hide the ends of the threads. The hat is ready.